Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt this at home. Vitiated how-to will not be responsible because you decided to be a cheap ass and not hire a professional.
On with the show.
Well, I guess it's going to be how to make a livable wage. Since you guys had bad parents that didn't teach you how to survive as an adult, they coddled you in your participation trophy generation. This is how you do it. First of all,
This got 500 million views.
damn near
in
an
2.5
entire
weeks.
generation
It was so bad
has decided
that Facebook crashed.
they don't want to work at the 9-to-5 jobs or go out in construction or whatever it is that the rest of us have done over the couple hundred years that this country's been working or whatever, however long we've been doing it. So, I'll tell you how to do it. First of all, any kind of delivery job, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's a part-time job. Flat out, that's a part-time job. Yes, I've known people that have made a lot of money off of it. I know a couple people that have been doing it almost 20 years and put the kids through school. I mean, they got their first house. I mean, they did really good with it. But that was him and her are still doing fairly good, but he understands how to do it. And that'll probably be another segment of how to be a delivery driver and yeah. But anyway, you clowns at the masses have went out and done all this crazy stuff. Whatever you see on Talk or Bitch Book, you all flock to it at once. See, many of us, we had 5 or 6 different hustles. I'll flat out tell you. I was an electrician during the day, I was a cook at night, and on the weekend, I was asphalt coating for an asphalt coating company. Did I need to work all that? Nah. Probably if I had a better attitude and I didn't have all the tattoos and I had the long hair at the time, I'd have got a better job. But I was fucked the system and I was going to be who I was going to be, and that's the jobs that were available to me because of my choices in life. I was okay with it. I'm still okay with it. I still got to do the things I wanted. I got to go where I wanted to be, the places I wanted to be. I was okay with that. I didn't have someone at home coddling me or saying, "Oh, poor baby." Motherfuckers, I've been working since I was like 9 years old. So, there's that. And I've known people who've been working since they were 5 on damn farms and plantations and shit. My wife's dad and his whole family, every one of his brothers and sisters, from the time they could walk, they were working. So, but all you clowns now complain about this, complain about that. So, here's what you got to do. You're going to have to find that 9-to-5 job to make a living. Now, if you want to have all the stuff that I have now, you're going to be working 60, 70 hours a week. I don't give a goddamn if you have a doctor's degree. You're not going to come out the gate making $300,000 or $400,000 a year. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Flat out. I don't give a fuck what they tell you in school. I don't care what they tell you in school. That is a fact. And right now, nobody wants to hire y'all's generation at all. They don't want to be babysitting nobody. They don't want to be bothered with it. I mean, used to, I'd walk in the Wendy's or convenience store. I mean, hell, in my 20s, I worked in a lot of convenience stores and a lot of fast food restaurants and a lot of other stuff. That was part-time work to me. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody over 40 working in a minimum wage job, unless, or hell, even over 35, you'd be hard pressed to find them, unless they were just drug head fuck ups, or they were the managers, or assistant manager, store manager, whatever. Nowadays, those cashiers and all these other people, they're in their mid-30s and above. Why? Because employers don't want to be bothered by y'all's antics and your whiningness, and you're wanting to be an influencer, so you want to spend your whole day at work on your cell phone, on Talk or Bitch Book or YouTubers or whatever it is that you want to do, instead of doing your job. So, and I thought that was kind of funny at first, and then I started looking around and started paying attention. I'm like, damn, that is crazy. But it's also part of it too, is some of those 35 and 40 year olds, that some of them are close to my age, made really fucked up choices, and now they expect a livable wage for a poor choice they made in life, when at 35 and 40, you should have had a career of some kind. By the time I was 35, I was a master electrician. I had almost 20 years under my belt by the time I hit 40 as being an electrician. Yeah, I did other things with it, but that's what it is. So, sorry about that. I was trying to make some food and do this at the same time. So you're just going to have to find that 9 to 5 job, or 10 to 6 or whatever, because it ain't going to work out for you. Because all those other jobs were part-time jobs. I mean, they were. Delivery drivers, different things like that. That was all part-time. Hell, really, to be honest, convenience stores and fast food restaurants, and hell, just restaurants in general, a lot of stuff, that was all part-time jobs for us. In my generation, that wasn't a fucking full-time job for the ones that actually had good head on their shoulders. The only ones that took that as a full-time job were the drug heads and the fuck-ups and the convicts. That was it. The rest of us had another job, we were just using that as extra money. That was it. Because right now, I'll give you an example. You've got these Amazon influencers. We're making, I don't know, 2 years ago, making $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Now they're lucky to make $1,000. Why? Because Amazon has figured out, wait a minute, we got a whole entire generation that is trying to get the attention they think they need. Let's use that to our advantage. YouTube, same thing. TikTok, same thing. So now you went from, say, 500,000 people doing YouTube when I first started YouTube 15 years ago. And it's just a shit and giggle thing, because I was doing how-to videos, because it was easier to make a video, explain how to do it, so in case I forgot how to do it. So, as you can go through some of my old videos. And I just half-assed it, and I made really good money off just half-assed shit. Now, I just do it still because it's entertainment for me and gives me something to do. Being retired anyway, so I'll find something to do. But all you other people that spend 50, 60 hours a week at it, you're lucky to make $300 a month, $400 a month at it. And I scratch my head and I'm like, wait a minute. You're going to take and spend 60 hours a week to do this, and then go complain about this little minimum wage job that you got, complain about a livable wage, but you're going to go do this stupid thing here that you're not going to make any money at whatsoever. I understand you love doing it. I mean, there's a lot of jobs that I didn't like doing at all, but because I needed the money, I did the job. And you clowns, with your entitlement, think, oh, well, life exceeds, or how is it put? Life overrules job, but job pays the bills. That's what you never understood. So, you're going to have to get up off your ass and go find that trade job or whatever it is. Whether it's construction, doing concrete, electrician, plumbing, whatever. Or you get another trade, doing word processing, doing some kind of something where you have to use computers. Whatever you do, whatever field you go in, you're going to have to go in that field. And the other big thing is expecting to work from home. What? Man, take your ass to work. I mean, if you can do it from home, I mean, I've known a few people that work for like ADT, and I know a lady, because of certain health issues, she was working for Enterprise. She was one of the call people that when you call in to rent a car, you would talk to her. And she did really good. But now everybody and their grandma wants to do it. She probably ain't doing so well. And I have another friend that does like 8 different things. Because the 4 things that she originally started doing, I've known her for 26 years, 27 years. And the stuff that she was originally doing, you can't really do it because people are making videos about how to do it. Now everybody and their grandma wants to do it, and there's no money to be made at it. So she kind of does it part-time when she knows she's going to make good money, and the rest of the time she goes and does something else. So, I mean, following all these idiots on these social medias doing all this stupid shit. Like, my favorite one is this clown goes out, and he made a bunch of videos about it. It's hilarious. He goes out and buys these couches secondhand, and then he sells them for a ridiculous amount of money. Now, mind you, there's some hustles I do, and I've done, and I will not put a video on it unless I'm a billionaire, because right now, some of them things still make good money. But his moronic ass goes and makes videos about it, and you know what? Now, nobody can make any money off of it, because he done ruined it for the however many people that knew about it other than him. Because now you got everybody and their grandma that, instead of using common sense, all flock to it. So, I mean, it's pretty much how life is. Got to get in where you fit in.